Hi guys, welcome back. Bitcoin is facing today one of the most important weekly closes that we have seen here over the course of this whole year, and this weekly close will set the tone for the last couple of weeks that we have left of 2025. I will show you exactly what I believe is going to happen here and how I'm going to plan to take advantage of the move that is happening in the next 24 hours. Let's go. Okay, audio is fine. I just changed earlier something here on my settings, wanted to make sure that everything is okay. We jump directly into the charts here. So here on the CME gap chart, nothing has really changed besides that we are now trading slightly below the Friday close. We are now at $89,200 approximately, so we would put in here like a tiny itsy bitsy CME gap later, but I believe that will come out to no CME gap at all unless we are seeing here a massive move back to like $91,000, $92,000. But I'm gonna get into this here in a second. Here on the weekly chart, so why is today's weekly chart weekly close so important? So one reason for this, there's multiple reasons, this is just the first one. The first reason for this is that we need to hold this dashed line that we also spoke yesterday about here at $88,800. If we are today losing this by closing below this line, then this will be a signal for continuation into lower price levels, which can result into a revisit to like $83,000 approximately, even $82,700. So here is a strong underlying support level currently. So I'm not believing that we would run all the way down here to take out that low, but here $83,000 might be then in the cards if we're closing this weekly candle below this dashed line here. And guys, smash up the like button. I see there's only 21 people here on the stream. Let's get more people in here. Maybe it's because it's Sunday, I don't know, but let's get some more people in here. 24 now. Come on, smash up the like button, everybody that's here. So yeah, so the best case scenario, of course, with everything would be next week with the rate cut decision that we get a move back here above $94,000. I still believe that this is actually going to happen because the rate cut that's coming up on Wednesday is not priced in. It's not priced in right now because otherwise we would be trading somewhere around $92,000, $93,000, which we are currently not. On the daily chart here, things are still looking kind of okay because the RSI is still trending slightly upwards and sideways, and the MACD is also still having here the trend line moving away from the signal line while printing green candles, even though they are lighter green candles that we are seeing here. And at the same time, we are also still above, sorry guys, remove. We are still trading above this downward sloping support. So I want to mention here again, even if we lose that support line, as long as we are above this upward sloping support, everything is fine because from there we're gonna get then the next major bounce into higher levels, which is currently at $87,000. So there are levels to this before we would actually reach $83,000 all the way down here. But of course, this level, this upward sloping support here, could be just a temporary support before we visit then $83,000. So, but in the short term, definitely a bounce potential area that we should keep in mind. Oh yeah, now 43 people, way better. Smash up the like button, guys. We need more likes here on the live stream to get more people in. And something else that I want to mention here. Yesterday I made a mistake, guys. I made a mistake. I'm gonna admit to it. I made a mistake. I put in the wrong link in the description. So instead of closing today, we're gonna close tomorrow, and this is here your last chance to apply for the mentorship, guys, where I help you to become a successful trader and turn your portfolio into 5 or 6 figures. And I'm gonna help you to become profitable, guaranteed, guys, guaranteed. I want to mention here again, it's not for free, you have to pay for it. It is a couple $1,000s if you want to be part of that. So last day for the application. Tomorrow in like 12 hours. In around 12 hours, it's completely closed. You cannot apply anymore, you know, and there's still only one spot left, you know. So we're gonna close it and then go through all the applications that are still remaining and pick one other person. And I show you here again, we have people printing already that make money here, you know, since they're in that mentorship program. So take advantage of that. There is now the right link in the description and also in the chat, because yesterday I put the wrong link and was wondering with my team why nobody was applying anymore. So here on the MDX Algo Scalp Gradients, we have here now, what color would I call this? Like turquoise-ish almost, like mint green. Mint green, I think sounds good. I think this is like mint green. Mint green, we have here a first early reversal indicator here for price potentially turning around, but I'm not trusting this just yet. So why? Because we also got this over here and we still went lower. So currently I'm not trusting this too much, but it is an early sign of potential reversal back into higher price levels. So what you want to see here on the 4-hourly chart is in the short term that we are holding above the current daily open, which is at $89,300. And in the best case scenario, today when CME opens, which is an hour before the weekly close, a reclaim of $90,320, which was the weekly open for this week. So on Monday, that was where the current weekly candle has actually opened here. So on the reactor indicator, we just moved sideways, which is not surprising over the weekend. And I'm also going to show you now the current trading range. So the current trading range here over the weekend is basically this here, where we are currently stuck in. Because you see here, this happened Friday afternoon, and then this became our weekend trading range. So I still believe that we're gonna see here a breakout out of that range to the upside. So because on the way down, so you have to keep this in mind, guys, how market makers play games every single weekend. They push the price down. People thought when we broke here, this level, $89,800, now is definitely an amazing time to short the market, because it will just go lower now. It goes back to like 85, 80, 84, $83,000. So everybody start to short here from these levels. And what happened then? Liquidity moved down here, but then shot back up, and now all the shorts are trapped in this range. How do you gonna fuck with these shorts most? Sorry my language, you know, so how you gonna fuck with them in the best way possible? You reverse that whole move once the market opens again. So that means we're gonna get a move back to at least $91,300, $92,500, somewhere in that range is where I see price reversing back to the upside. And at the same time, here the 50 is setting up to put in a golden cross in like, how much time is it? In the next 4 hours, I would say. In the next 4 hours, we are potentially putting in a golden cross that will be only invalidated if price starts moving here close, basically below $89,000. Only then that can be prevented. So otherwise, we are going to see here soon a golden cross, especially with Bitcoin trying to move here already back into higher levels. So the first major indication that we are actually seeing here a reversal and a breakout out of the current trading range is this downward sloping dashed trend line. So when this trend line breaks, I can guarantee you we're gonna get a golden cross and price will at least move to like $90,000. So, and this is also the next trading setup. So that is my current trading plan. So when you see here this breakout, so I'm gonna target $92,400 and have my stop loss here. So I have a 0.78% stop loss, so which is nothing. Even if I trade with 20x, that would be like 15%. But to the upside, I'm looking at 3.4%. So with 20x, this is like 3.4. This is like 68%. So I have a really amazing risk to reward ratio here on this specific trading setup. So yeah, you only have to pay a little bit attention when we are seeing here Bitcoin moving above $90,000, that we are just not faking out, you know, and come back into this trading range. And for that reason, when you see that we move to $90,000, just set your stop loss to break even. You know, it's a tight stop loss then. Not gonna lie, but it will protect you from a bigger loss if it just reverses and goes against you. You know, so you want always to make sure to protect your position at all cost. So, and if you want to trade with me together, guys, do this on WEEX. I still have my trade running here. I added yesterday a little bit to it. I'm gonna add later again to this trade that's running here. If you want to be part of the Signal group that I have, you need to deposit $500 on your WEEX account. Use the link in the description below. Follow all the steps. You get $400 for free if you just sign up, bind your email address, your phone, and download the app, guys. You know, so and you get another $400 if you deposit for $500. So total $800 for free for opening an account and depositing $500, but only with the link in the description, guys. And then send me your UID. You know, either email info@amcrypto.us or on Telegram or on Twitter. And otherwise, just use Tap.it. You know, Tap.it is also fine. There you get 20% cashback on your deposit. Now, liquidation levels. Here you see why we could see first a small slip to the downside, but it will be really, really short-lived. You know, so if it's actually happening, just to liquidate all these longs that are sitting here at $88,200. So if the market opens and we slip down, I expect that we come straight back up here and start triggering all these short liquidations all the way up to like $91,700. And at the same time, this will also lead to a short squeeze once we move back above $90,300. From there, we're going to get that short squeeze to like $92,000 approximately. And then in the coming week, we definitely going to see a move to $94,000. And I want to say this again, that will coincide with the rate cut decision, in my opinion. So when we come up and touch this, at least touching, not saying that we are breaking it, but touching. So and this will be a great opportunity here for us to trade this. On the liquidation heat map, here over the last 24 hours, just gonna have a brief look here. Also here you see $88,300, $200 makes sense here to come down, but the majority of the liquidity that was still yesterday here is not here anymore. You know, so they closed already their positions because they got just chopped out of their position. Then on the, let's see, a 2-weekly chart. Yeah, 2-weekly chart is also still favoring the upside. Let's see what's on the monthly chart. Yeah, also here, you know, so yeah. So I definitely see us going up here this week to like $94,400, $95,000, somewhere at these levels. If we go higher, that's just a bonus. But this is definitely what I'm targeting for this week, because below us here in direct vicinity of the price action, there is not a lot, you know, like here $87,800, $900, and then there's basically nothing anymore, you know. So then we need to go all the way down to like $83,700 to have like anything worth to take out here, you know. So and therefore the direction remains to go to the upside. Then the Bitcoin dominance is getting closer to the 59% level. Also here, Monday, Tuesday, I see at least a retest, if not actually a break, to move below this. And that will, of course, then lead to some nice gains here in altcoins. So, and why do I believe that? We're definitely going to see here the Bitcoin dominance breaking to the downside. You only need to look at the Fear and Greed Index right now. If you look at the Fear and Greed Index, we are at 21. You know, so we are between extreme fear and fear, and we never remain really, really long in these low levels on the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. It always is followed by a massive, massive relief bounce or reversal back to the upside, you know. So we need to get back into greed, because at fear, the retail doesn't want to buy. They are shit scared, you know, to touch anything. They don't want it, you know. So what what does the market need to do? Create FOMO. How do we create FOMO? Push prices up, fear and greed goes up, goes into greed, extreme greed, you know, then rinse and repeat the whole thing again. So, but prices need to go up first. So, and that's why next week we're definitely gonna see here some moves that will, push the needle in the other, in the different direction here. When we're looking at Ethereum, nothing really changed between yesterday and today here. The only thing worth mentioning is that we have a bear pennant here. tiny one. So if that would break to the downside, then you're looking at $2,850. So here again, as long as Bitcoin is holding steady at current price levels and not goes absolutely nuts, I don't see us coming down into these lower ranges here, especially with the horizontal level at $2,976 being a strong support level. And the only thing that we need to see here is a break of this downward sloping trend line. So whenever you see this trend line to be broken, that is your signal where you can already technically enter into the next Ethereum position. But you want to see here a proper break of that, you know, so not that we're just wobbling sideways out here above that. You want to see a clean, nice push to the upside. Then Solana is also in a symmetrical pennant currently trading, and tries already to make moves here again. Also here, you can enter, which is almost in alignment with the overall entry anyway, at $133. Once we are breaking above this downward sloping trend line, there's acting as resistance. And then you can add more to your position when we reclaim this upward sloping dashed line on Solana. Because here on the 1 hourly chart, everything looks like that we are having nice momentum to push here into higher prices. On the 4 hourly chart, also here, the MACD is about to print a buy signal. The RSI is going up, stochastic is going up. So I definitely see us here breaking above $133 and at least testing 135, potentially going even higher than that. So, but yeah, you have to keep in mind, you know, so this is like 1% or so to 135, 1.5%. So, unless you want to scalp this, it's not worth just to catch here 1.5% move, you know. So I'm still aiming here for higher prices. So let me see here. 70 minutes. Today we are way better off in, when it comes to time here. So Ripple on the daily chart looks like it wants now to start to turn around. Amazing spot opportunity to buy here. If you want to build a swing position, also great to enter this from here. If you have anything in your mind to trade this lower than a swing trade from a time frame perspective, I would potentially wait, you know. So I would not enter from here. You need to wait that we reclaim like $2.08, you know. That would be the level that I would be looking at. But like for a swing trade opportunity, amazing, you know. Here RSI will be oversold with today's weekly close. Stochastic is already oversold. MACD showing signs of turning around. So in 2-3 weeks, this is gonna pop here. The same with Link. Link needs only to reclaim $14 basically, and then it's also gonna see here a nice move to like $15 and beyond. If we are getting a proper rejection from this area, which we have not seen yet, you know, proper rejection is like really a big bearish engulfing to the downside, then like $13.43, maybe even a touch here to $13.17, that is what you are looking at. But again, also the weekly here, massively oversold, and looks like that Link wants to make a move here next week. So also for a spot or like a swing leverage position, this is where you want to start building this. Then Sui, another one on the weekly chart, same thing, you know. Sui also looks like that a reversal is here in progress, at least, oh wow, let me catch this, at least to this downward sloping trend line. Whoa. So now, if we only go from there, from current price to that trend line, this is already like 70, almost a 75% move. Now imagine you trade this with 5x because you don't need more, you know, 5x, 3x, 5x, you know, you make on 5x 350%, 370% actually, on a move that can literally still happen this year. So I would not disregard Sui right now with that kind of setup on a weekly chart, because remember what I said yesterday, there are coins that gonna have like a revenge pump, and Sui looks primed for that kind of revenge pump. I'm gonna have a look here at Litecoin quickly. Let's see, it's Litecoin. Litecoin is not one of the coins that's actually up today. Litecoin, where do we have? I know that I have Litecoin here on my list. Link. Am I blind? Where do I have that? Or did I really delete this? Okay, I'm gonna look like this for it. Oh, on a weekly chart also looks really good. So here it would look a little bit better if we would go like to like $82.86, basically dollar up. So dollar up, like 1% up. That would definitely also push the needle a little bit here into a lighter red candle on the weekly chart. But overall, this looks like heavily oversold. So here, $100 is what I would be looking at in the short term for Link from current price levels. So like to $100 is like, yeah, it's like a 22% move roughly. So, but yeah, next week's candle, so the candle that we open later today, will actually give us direction. You know, so if that candle starts out tomorrow or on Wednesday with the rate cut decision to pump here to the upside, that's your confirmation signal. You know, so and yeah, maybe that's something that you should keep in mind. You know, so but if you're here for a swing trade, for like $130, $150, $200 for Litecoin, you can also here basically start buying now. You know, it's just for like a short-term trade to like $100 over the next coming weeks. There, I would potentially maybe wait until Wednesday. Guys, remember what I said here a while back, that I want to keep these streams way shorter than I used in the past. So that is the moment. We're just over 21 minutes here. Try to keep this way shorter than usual. So thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I hope to see you with more money tomorrow.